Hey Lewis, how you doing?
I'm very well, Simon, thank you. How are you doing?
How's your fruit tea with milk in?
Oh, yeah, well, I've drunk it now. I didn't like
You
it.
actually drank it?
Well, I couldn't get it go to
Oh.
waste. I put a nice herb tea in here and then I automatically poured milk in. It's just an instinct.
And he drank it, like the mad lad that you are.
Well, I needed a bit of, sprucing up, a bit of energy, a bit of
Vim.
a bit of vigour for the upcoming news and to help fortify me against
Yeah, you're going to need it.
the subtitle, which I've noticed.
Okay, so
Simon's got...
They're headings, first of all. They're not they're subheadings,
So
if anything.
The title of this Google Doc is Normal PP,
Yeah.
all caps, and then the subheading is Bum News.
But there's also non-bum news.
Yes, right. Further down the page is non-bum news.
I mean, there's only 3 stories under bum news so far. So, Lewis.
Let's get cracking.
Lewis.
Like a bum.
What?
like a bum crack. Let's crack.
Yeah,
Let's crack on with bum news.
I was like, an egg would have worked, but like a bum.
There's not many things that
crack.
That a bum that I can make a joke around, a pun with,
right?
On
Okay.
a bum. Let's sit down and enjoy bum news.
Let's enjoy a little bit of cheeky bum news.
This is okay. This is why you get the big bucks. It's why I'm the sidekick.
Oh, we're going to do bum news. Because I was going to give you the option. I was going to say, Lewis, do you want to do bum news or non-bum news? Whichever you pick, the next episode will be the other one. So
we're going to get
it's like
bum
which
news
first?
Right. So I've got that sort of... It's like, do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Yeah. Do you want to warm up to bum news?
They don't do that anymore. You know how they used to say, I've got good news and bad news. Which one do you want?
Yeah.
That was a thing. No one tells me that anymore. You know?
Well, I mean, what situations, maybe you've been holidaying in the Alps with your life partner, Jeremy.
Mm-hmm.
You get into a terrible crash.
He skis down and tells you...
Well, I was... okay.
Is this after the crash?
Yeah.
Okay, so
there's been a crash.
Terrible crash.
You both go flying out the car. Luckily, you're wearing your skis, so you go flying out the car. You're both skiing down, but you're going so fast you can't stop.
Right.
And Jeremy's got better eyesight than you because your laser eye surgery's not gone so well over the years.
It's decayed. But Jeremy's young.
Jeremy's young, firm,
full of energy,
virile, live.
Great bum. I can see the bum.
Smooth skin.
In those
beautiful complexion.
tight skiing pants.
Dark
ahead of me.
Dark eyes that you just want to dive into.
Like
big gold.
Like Twilight pool.
Yeah. He's got better eyesight. He's like, Lewis.
I've got some good news and some bad news.
I've got good news and bad news. Which do you want first?
I'm skiing next to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Give me the bad news.
There's a bear!
But what's the good news?
I don't mean the animal.
What?
This is the hairy fat gay man. Just there.
Oh, of course. I would know
you
what that is.
You will crash into him
I would know
and
what
probably
that is.
kill him.
If I was... Right.
But at least he's not a man-eating sort of bear. Do they have bears in the Alps? Now I think about it.
Right. So, but...
Maybe.
But how would that work if I asked for the good news first?
Okay, maybe it wouldn't in that case. But Jeremy knows you so well. He knows that I would ask for the bad news. Yeah.
I think maybe that's the default now. Everyone, they just get the bad news out of the way and then they cushion it with the good news.
Yeah.
They don't give them the choice. No, you don't get the choice anymore.
It's weird to ask for the good news first, isn't it?
It is.
Because you want to have the bad news and then sort of like have a little up from the good news.
It's like you're eating your Sunday dinner. You eat the carrots first, just to get rid of them, and then you can enjoy the rest, of the meal.
I like carrots. Carrots are nice. Roast carrots. Oh.
No. Well, whatever you don't like.
To be fair, though, if I have like a Christmas roast dinner with like roast parsnips on there, I start eating the parsnips first because I love the roast parsnips. Well, so I don't save them.
But you don't want to get full before you.
I don't like get a sprout and then go. I'm trying to eat a sprout.
So what you should say is I should eat
this isn't so
everything
bad.
that I like and then not eat the carrots because I'll be full by the time I have to eat them. I'm not a child anymore. Yeah, I could do that. Okay, I'll consider changing my ways. Shall we do
bum news?
The bum news. I'm ready.
We need a theme song. Bum 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 bum. It's bum news.
That's not where I thought you were going to go with that.
What were you thinking?
I thought it was going to be more fart based.
Oh,
yeah.
This isn't flatulence news.
Well, you were like, what sound does a bum make? Or is it?
So
news from Wales.
So there's a woman that
bum news.
She
from Wales.
I'm guessing from the headline that she had some sort of holiday romance. During which time she got a tattoo of her
romance partner.
Yes, her romantic partner's name tattooed on her
bum.
Her bum. Hence bum news.
Right.
And 10 years have gone by, and she wants to track down this mystery man.
Wow. So she remembers him.
Well, she remembers his name.
Because it's tattooed
permanently on her body, yeah.
So she was on holiday, girls' holiday, 10 years ago. She's been pining for this man. I guess it was love at first sight,
I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know the whole story.
You wouldn't.
We can just make assumptions.
Okay, we could just this is how we do this.
Okay, we'll make up the story.
Okay,
now, and then we'll check the facts.
She was on a flight to Magaluf,
and she's next to a man.
She notices a man on the plane.
What? He sat next to her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got the Welsh rugby shirt on. He's a.
Yeah.
He's got a.
She's like, "Oh, are you Welsh as well? Is it?"
That's what she says. Yeah.
He's like, "Yes, I am Welsh." That's.
Well, the flight's out of
Cardiff Airport. Yes.
We're all Welsh on here. And so that's how she broke the ice.
Fantastic. And then the in-flight meal came. Leeks.
Yeah, roasted. Yeah.
Delicious. Absolutely delicious. Okay, she was on holiday with 4 friends in Magaluf.
Yeah.
Magaluf.
That is standard holiday destination for young, adventurous, 18 to 30s looking to get a bum tattoo.
So she was, I guess, 22 then.
Oh, right, she's 32 now. Okay.
I assume. So there was a group of lads that the girls bumped into. The lads were on a stag weekend. Immediately, I'm like, uh-oh. I hope it wasn't the groom.
It was like worlds collide.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So the man offered to pay for her to get his name tattooed. So it's not even a romance thing.
Right, it's just a random guy.
He was like, I'll give you 50 quid if you get my name tattooed on your ass.
I don't think it was even that. It was. He said, "I'll just pay for it."
Yeah.
He's not even giving her money for it. He's
€30 it cost, apparently. She woke up the next day with the name Daniel Ford tattooed on her left bum cheek.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And
he returned back to Cardiff, and she hasn't seen him in 10 years. And she's trying to reach out.
She's trying to get in touch. Because that's how you can tell.
It's crazy that
they were the ones.
She spent 10 years of her life with this stranger's name on her ass. What happens with if she's in a situation where where a man, a woman would see her ass, her left bum cheek. Like
right.
What? Oh, Daniel, who's Daniel Ford? Oh, he's just some guy I met one time in Magaluf.
Who paid me to...
Oh, she's Welsh. He's a man I met one time in Magaluf 10 years ago.
How do you know him? Why did you have his... Does he mean a lot to you?
We were all wankered. I think that's it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a stupid thing young people would do. He's not even that young, 22, honestly, but it's old enough to know better, but still stupid, you know?
Apparently, the guys that were on the stag weekend were all...
Still stupid. What were you like when you were 22? God, it's such a long time ago.
That was 22
the year was
years ago.
1964. Ration books were still going. I hadn't ever seen a banana.
It was the year 2000. 9/11 hadn't happened yet. We were all filled with innocence. I could get on planes without taking my shoes off. Or my trousers off.
That's a relief.
You know, and spreading wide and bending over and thinking of the Queen. Them were the days, Lewis.
Bum news.
Bum news.
Yeah, different type of bum news back then. You know. So
the guys that were on the stag weekend were all dressed as babies.
Very standard stuff. Yes.
Wearing diapers.
Okay.
And they were getting a tattoo.
They were getting a tattoo
as
well, right. What were they getting tattooed?
So presumably this was at the tattoo parlour.
Right.
And they were just tattooing like drunk British people.
I feel like that's got to be a dangerous thing to have.
Yeah.
Tattoo parlours near to classic holiday drunk spots, you know? I wouldn't want to be a tattooist there as well, because the amount of complaints you get, you know, people who are coming back to you the next morning being like, oh, what have you done?
Yeah.
Why have I got Daniel Ford tattooed on my arse now?
Oh, maybe that's in the story. Maybe she went to the tattoo parlour. I don't know.
Do you reckon that's like a fake name as well?
Oh.
Because, you know,
no, he would have
picked
something bad, though, wouldn't he? Like funny. Mike Hunt or something.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's less funny due to its location.
Yeah. Okay, so presumably this is at the tattoo parlour. She talks to a random man who says, you know, why don't you have my name tattooed on you? I'll pay for it. And that's what happened. Next morning, I realised he was staying at the same hotel, but he was leaving that day.
Right.
That was the last I ever saw of him. It was not a holiday romance type of thing. The tattoo was simply a yes, let's go for it. I don't regret my tattoo at all. I will never get rid of it either. It's a nice little reminder of our girls' trip away. My partner at the time
was not amused, I suppose.
Just used to laugh it off.
Okay.
My partner at the time, she was dating someone and got someone else's name tattooed on her arse.
Well, maybe... What if he was also called Daniel Ford, though? That'd be quite a coincidence, but it'd be
a very small world.
Convenient.
Yeah. Are you ready for it?
What was his...
Where's the picture, Lewis?
Wow, there's
we're not going to be able to
picture.
show this on YouTube, are we?
So it's one of those tattoos that the font choice is fine.
It's nice. It's classy, isn't it? Is it classy?
It's quite high up the bum. It's higher up the bum than I thought it would be.
It's quite, yeah.
I'd say it's like it's like 10 o'clock up the bum, you know? Up the bum face.
Oh, right. So what's the middle bit that the hand's attached to? The arsehole. Okay, right.
And then it's 12
Just
o'clock,
checking.
6 o'clock.
Just check. Yeah. Okay. Because obviously this is going to be pixelated and there's also the podcast version.
I mean, it's not...
So we do have to describe...
This isn't that explicit. It looks like she has got some other names tattooed on it, actually hidden under
She has a tramp stamp, you've noticed.
I don't like it being called that. I would call it a beauty moment.
Not quite sure what it is. You can't really tell. Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's like a little design of something.
Could
Can't
be
really
anything.
tell.
It could be a gun poking out of the underpants.
It's quite a large arse. Very white, pink arse.
I think...
It's just there.
Well, let's not judge the arse.
It's a big arse.
It's a fine arse.
Big arse is good, Lewis.
It's a fine bum.
It's a nice.
I'm glad
it's a
Bum
nice
News
big
does
arse.
feature this kind of high quality bum picture. I feel like I would have been robbed if we hadn't seen this.
Were you expecting there to be a picture?
Well, I didn't think it would give me quite so much of the bum.
Yeah, because you see the whole thing.
I mean, the story's about the tattoo, really, here.
I know that you're listening to this in the car, the podcast version, or on the bus to work or school, and you're like, I'm going to have to find the YouTube video now. I'm going to have to find the YouTube because I need to see the ass.
You're not missing out, really. The rest of the bum surface, the canvas, is clean, though.
Clean as a whistle.
There's
you can eat your dinner off that.
There's no other names or...
oh, right. I see what you mean.
It's not like a list. It's not like it hasn't happened multiple times.
That would be crazy if there was like 20 men's names. And she's like, I'm really looking for Daniel Ford. And you're like, what about the other guy?
What about Stephen Christopher? Yeah, and all these others. There's a whole... But I didn't know where the story would go. There's a whole list of things that could have gone worse. But it didn't. It's she thought about Daniel Ford. He stuck in her memory.
Yeah, and during the last 10 years, she hasn't thought of, I don't know, going on Facebook and typing in the name Daniel Ford,
right,
or anything.
Yeah, I mean, what? So anyway, how is she trying to find him?
Honestly, how many Daniel Fords are there in Cardiff?
Well, he might have moved on now.
That's true,
and he might have been visiting.
Might have died
for the stag do. He might not be in Cardiff. Doesn't sound like a very Welsh name, does it, Daniel Ford?
It's Ford with an E on the end.
Exotic. That does make it quite unique and exotic, yeah. But who knows where he is now? He might be happily married. Probably he is, actually. And,
he might be unhappily married.
Might be. Oh, I see.
He might own a business. He might have a Ferrari.
What did he have tattooed on his arse?
Well, he did get a tattoo.
What was it?
I don't think we're going to find out. Well, maybe, there might be a follow-up.
Maybe she doesn't remember.
In a few weeks, we might get a follow-up.
Yeah, let us know. I want...
Kaylee, let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know.
We need to know.
About Daniel.
Because we
need to know what's on his arse.
We believe in you.
We need a picture of his arse as well.
Yeah, you've given us your arse to look at.
Yeah.
We want to see...
And thank you for that.
It's only fair. Thank you. Crikey, we need to look at something else.
Butlers with Bums is the name of the company. Butlers with Bums.
There's a company called Butlers with Bums.
Yeah. I would say almost every single human being has a bum. There's probably someone out there that doesn't have a bum.
Right.
And I'm sorry for your loss. But generally, people do have bums, including butlers. If there was a Venn diagram of butlers and butlers with bums, the butlers with bums wouldn't be a much smaller circle within the butler circle. It would just be a circle, a single circle.
Yes, you're right.
Do you see what I mean?
Sliver, a very small sliver.
There might be one butler out there, bumless. The bumless butler, they call him.
But he is not what we're looking for.
No.
At Butlers with Bums.
Butlers with bums, there's a problem.
We're looking for the 99.999% of butlers that do have bums.
Yeah. If you're a man, because it is men they're looking for, and you don't have a bum, they're not interested in hiring you.
Turn this off.
I'm sorry. No, you can...
What?
Don't tell people to turn off.
Stop listening now.
Don't.
We're
going to look at the retention on the video.
The analytics.
And it drops off.
All those bumless people are turning off.
Oh, fuck you, Yogscast. Yeah.
That's true. We aren't very sensitive.
Fucking hell, so I'm going to moon you. Oh, no, I can't. I don't have a boom. I don't have a boom. Fuck.
And I'm unable to say the word
I'm
bum.
boomless. Okay. Butlers with bums. They're looking for butlers.
How many times
with
are you going to
bums.
say this?
There's a shortage. I want to try and find...
There's a shortage. There's a shortage of men with bums.
Apparently there's two different companies. I don't know if they're...
competing.
Oh, yeah. Adonis Cabaret.
Oh.
That's very classy sounding.
Are
Very
these the kind of
classy.
people who would put on a show at the Hen Do?
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Very much.
So
very
the Stag
much.
Do had their tattoo baby night.
Yes.
And then the hens have
The
got
hens-
their Adonis cabaret.
Yes. A man shows up.
So
He's like, I'm your butler for this evening.
would you like to look at my bum?
No, he's just stood there like.
All right, I see. Right. Poor man. That's what you imagine happens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be, if you want to apply, you've got to be between the ages of 23 and 38.
Okay. I'm just in.
Are you?
I'm 38. I'm just eligible for another month or two. I better be quick, though.
You're 38.
Oh, I can't, though. I don't have a bum.
Shit. I forgot about that.
I lost it.
The accident.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
It's when you were skiing and you hit that bear.
That's right.
Just mauled your ass off.
It was when we
He
came out.
mauled the shit out of your ass, Lewis,
did.
that bear.
And then...
Remember, it's not the animal, the bear we're talking about.
That's right.
Yeah.
He really did one
Yeah.
on me. And my partner, what's his name? Jeremy. Was terribly sad.
Yeah.
But you know what? We worked through it. We're stronger because of it.
We're stronger than yesterday.
So
It's pretty big.
there's a shortage of naked men willing to show their bums, I guess, is the issue here,
Yeah.
right? It's not so
You
much.
have to be willing to get naked for the role.
But it's not just the bum, I guess. You have to be willing to...
Well, I think the bum is probably the thing that the ladies are interested in.
Right.
They're not interested in, anything else. Honestly, it should just be a giant bum that shows up with a bow tie on.
All right. How would we go about supplying that?
Science.
Right. That's another problem that they need to solve.
We can do anything with DNA these days.
Yeah, just
You
get
know?
a giant bum and legs.
You look at the human genome and you're like, okay, where's the gene for bum? Okay, just delete everything else. delete. Oh, this is going to take a while, actually. It's going to take a while. I'll just hold it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And then take the gene for bum,
copy.
and paste it. Control A, Control C, little tip there. And Control V.
Paste that bum gene over again. No, but you don't want something to have multiple bums.
I like to think that there's like some sort of weird canister thing, like in what was it, Alien Resurrection, with all the Ripleys, all the fucked up Ripleys.
I see. We're growing like
Kill me.
what people
like
want.
Bums all over.
But maybe that would work for a hen party, though. There's more bums to go around.
Yeah.
Because that's literally the problem here. We don't have enough bums.
Since
We don't need bigger bums.
since
We need
lockdown,
more bums.
Lockdown ended, and now inflation, it's gone up. Cost of living gone up. Desire for bums gone up. It's all going up.
Size of bums has gone up in general, I would say.
Size of bums gone
Bum
up.
inflation.
Bum inflation. We've a lot of demand for our buff butlers across the UK right now for hen do's, birthday parties, and corporate events.
Yes.
It's 2022. I don't think you should be having naked men at corporate events. Because of the pandemic, there's a national shortage of guys.
Right. And it's becoming a big problem.
Between 23 and 38.
Right.
Those lucky enough to get the position will be required to wear Butlers with Bums signature black and pink attire, including an apron, where you'll be showing your bum at the back.
Don't worry, you won't have to
Covers
wear it
the front.
for very long.
Covers the front, the back. You can kind of tell from the picture. Look there's you can see the guys, there's a flesh on the side.
Right. So the bum is visible.
So, the cock and balls covered. Don't worry.
Right.
The bum, fully exposed. It's just out there.
That's what I would expect. I would want my money back if I got butlers with bums to cater my corporate event, and they didn't have their bums visible.
Okay, my concern with this job is that, maybe, a lot of people, they get up in the morning, they feed the cats, they have a shit, they brush their teeth, they have a shower, they get dressed, ready to go out to the world.
To work.
Yeah. So you put your uniform on, you head off to your job. What if you don't own a car and you have to go on public transport wearing your Butlers with Bums uniform?
Right. What if it's cold? Yeah. I see what you're saying. Are you saying that the bad weather in England is stopping this from happening?
I'm more concerned that they would just be flashing people on the tube or on the bus.
They can change into the Butlers with Bums outfit when they get there.
You know what it's like on the bus or on a train. You're sat there, you got a seat, you got on it nice and early. You booked a seat or whatever, you're there. And there's a guy stood very close to you, holding on to the thing.
Right.
And it's like, you're sat here, you're like, la la la. And there's a guy in the aisle, just there.
And his bum's right there.
There may be, go around the corner a bit quick. Ass right in your face.
Why are you sharing these fantasies with me? You should keep these things to yourself.
I just pictured a guy just on his way to his gig for Butlers with Bums. And he's on his bike, just wearing nothing but the little apron.
Why do you think they go there in
just hanging off the side to one side of the fucking seat?
They're not wearing any clothes. Like, why do you think? What's wrong with you?
He hasn't got time to change. He hasn't got time to change, Lewis.
Oh my God, he's like
this isn't his
rushed
day
off
job.
His feet.
Cost of living's gone up. This is his second job. This is his side gig. To pay for the eating.
I hear it's rough for these lads as well because the women are voracious, apparently.
Well,
they're out of control. Often. You have to be careful.
You don't have to,
Tom, if you're getting any ideas about this as a side job, I'm just warning you.
You're not a prostitute. You're not a male prostitute.
Exactly.
A gigolo.
Just because you're showing your bum. You're a butler. Yeah, you're a butler. You're a professional butler.
You're serving canapes and tipples and posing for photos.
Yeah.
That's it.
And nipples.
Sorry?
You're serving canapes?
And nibbles. Tipples.
And nipples?
Tipples and nibbles.
And nibbles.
Yeah.
And bums. Bum news.
Serving cake. It means ass. Cake.
What?
But it can also mean cake.
Serving cake can mean ass.
It was innuendo. Cake. Have you never heard that before?
No. Let them eat cake. Is that what they meant?
It's a great thing I like to do on streams when Rabs is gets up off his chair, turns around, and I'm like, oh damn, that boy got cake. Type it in his chat, and then he comes back and he's like,
with a cake.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, that boy got cake, is it? Because he's Welsh, isn't he? Yeah.
Somewhere around.
And he's
close.
Just yeah.
But you're so in touch. It's on the pulse. You've got your finger on the pulse of the modern man.
On the cake. Finger in the cake.
Of the modern man.
Yeah.
Thank God you're here. So woke, this podcast, isn't it?
Yeah. Wake up, sheeple.
Irish barista ends up in hospital after holding in farts around boyfriend for 2 years. Wow.
For 2 years, not a single fart has passed
Her
between
lips.
those... I'll say between those cheeks.
Cara Clark, they've named her, poor woman.
Yep, she's been doxxed.
Didn't need that. Was at work when she developed extreme stomach pain on Tuesday and was rushed to hospital. Finally, something burst inside her.
2 years
of pent up farts.
Did she not go off to the toilet or just nip out into the garden and just
Yeah, like all of us do. There's a way to get round the corner. you can cough very loud. There's tons of techniques you can use. You don't have to hold
What
it
I
in.
like to do is just like to bring like a wood instrument with me, a flute or a recorder even.
Right, okay.
Or a bassoon or something.
Right, something deeper maybe would work better. Yeah.
That's not wood anymore, is it? That's whatever the other... Wind
instrument.
Yeah.
One would say that would be very appropriate.
Yeah, wind instrument to cover the sound of wind.
So what you're doing, this little flute?
It's more like the...
How is that going to work? I see. I didn't know which one of those was a fart.
The theme to Johnny Briggs.
Any one of those could have been.
Yeah.
Especially if you've tuned it nicely. But the thing is, in order to tune it, you have to get a feel for it. You have to fart a lot to know what tones you can get out. A little bit like whistling. How are you going to know if you never whistle?
Are you saying that the noise to cover the fart has to be around the same sort of frequency, note, octave, whatever?
Yeah.
So you can't have a high-pitched instrument covering a really low, deep fart.
Yes. Well,
you need to have a deeper instrument, or conversely,
I've got a very creaky chair.
Yeah,
and that sounds often like I farted.
Right.
So I'm constantly creaking on a chair, and people are like, "Did you fart?"
When you're on Discord,
and I'm like,
playing
no,
Dota.
that was my chair.
And you're like, no, that was my chair.
But that's established a baseline that then I can just fart freely. See what I mean?
Right, okay.
Because they think that was the chair.
Yeah.
At that point.
But the fact that you're going during the noise might be some sort of...
Well, that was, again, just age.
Yeah.
That's just me. When you start getting over a certain age, you just make those noises.
What if it's sort of like... Because sometimes there can be a sort of wet fart that kind of sounds like when a duck has been sitting in a lake and then it gets up and flies away. There's sort of like a plap, plap, plap
like
sound.
A sort of plappy slapping.
Yeah.
I just usually say that's my duck. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I'm just at the pond.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out at the pond playing Dota.
That was a duck that did that.
Yeah.
That plapping sound that you heard there. It's quite cute. It's a cute duck. Fed it some peas.
They do love peas.
You should feed them peas.
Don't give them bread.
Don't give them. They can
give
explode.
Them peas. Don't give them frozen peas. That's probably bad. Or maybe it's like a treat, like ice cream for them.
Frozen peas.
Yeah. Don't feed them frozen peas. Actually,
no, don't.
I don't want to be responsible for the death of a duck.
No, I don't want that duck's death on my hands.
Because some stupid fucking viewer/listener is like, oh, I'm in a yogurt, I'm frozen peas, a duck. I don't want to be responsible for that. No. If you do that, that's on you. That's not. I can look at the camera. That's on you. But let us know what happens if you do, because I'm interested.
So first of all, okay, she's at work when she had the extreme. So is she holding it in as work? Is the boyfriend at work? Or is she holding it in from her work colleagues as well?
The crazy fucking thing is, she's a barista. She's around, sounds all fucking day.
It's really fucking loud. You just time it for when you're banging that coffee.
You're like facing a customer. Yeah, I like a frappe. Yeah, you all right? Yeah, maybe turn your back to them. Oh, but that's even worse because then they're in the fucking
line of fire.
Yeah,
I think you just need to stagger
sideways.
I guess the problem is that if you start trying to hide it from people, it gets worse and worse. And then when you finally do have to release it, it's an epic fart that you cannot hide. It's about hiding it little and often. You're looking for the silent ones though as well, right? You want to try and get in a position where you can just gently, silently hiss it out. Yeah, I think you don't want to be doing that either. You don't want to be like you're having an exorcism. It needs to be
and then your belly just calm down. I'm a little bit bloated right now, to be honest.
The other thing is,
I could use a bit of a, A belly
that
rub.
idea of act
Get the
like
wind out.
you belong,
Right?
where you like just walk into a club as if you belong there, and they don't question you because you look so confident.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Confidence is key.
With farts.
Yeah.
You just have to not make eye contact with someone after you fart. If you fart really loud, don't guiltily make eye contact with people. Because then it's like confirming that you farted.
So you're just like...
Up until that point, you can deny everything.
So where are you? You're like...
I'm at my desk.
You're at your desk.
Yeah.
Right, Ben.
I feel a fart coming.
Ben is opposite.
It's coming, and I'm like... I can't really get anywhere in time. If I stand up, it might like release it in an uncontrolled fashion.
You lift
I
one
lean
cheek.
forward.
Oh no, you lean forward.
Or to the side.
Or to the side. It's quite noticeable. Ben, you see the top of his head go up as he looks over the monitor.
I focusedly do not make eye contact. I pretend like nothing has happened. I stare.
You're right there, Lewis, because he's Welsh as well, right? Isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, it's good that you know that.
Yeah.
And I look up. Like, what's up?
Yeah. What's the problem?
Dead straight.
Is there some kind of fucking problem?
No.
Fucking problem?
No, that's acknowledgement. Yeah.
I'm vegan.
But he might not have even heard the fart. Do you know what I mean?
We might have headphones on. And
he might
stuff.
have just been asking me, to send him that link to that thing on Discord or whatever. That cat picture.
Yeah.
Or the latest episode of Bum News.
Meanwhile, everyone in fourth floor turn their heads and looking at you.
It's like a horror movie.
It's just a Yogscast.
I can see out of the corner of my eye, they're all looking, and I'm just trying not to move any muscle in my face or react in any way.
Yeah,
just copying the latest Bum News over. But yeah, and they'll be like, maybe it wasn't him. You've got to. You can deny all. It's like Craig David, or whatever. Shaggy said, it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Just fake news it. It wasn't me. It was a chair. Blame the chair.
It was a duck.
It was a duck.
I stepped on a duck.
Yeah.
And then farted. So this poor woman, she had so much.
I forgot about her.
She had so much trapped wind.
I'm now. Is this? I didn't know this was a thing.
I'm not sure it's anything to do with wind.
But is this a thing?
She basically had appendicitis.
Okay. Is that caused by holding in your farts?
She thinks it is.
Right.
The doctors probably don't. But appendicitis can be caused if there's pressure in the appendix. So potentially holding in wind can cause damage.
Oh,
maybe. Yeah. No citation. No doctor quoted.
Right. So.
But it's okay because she's vowed to just let it out from now on.
Right.
Now that she knows the danger of holding in her gas.
Yeah.
Her
flatus. Up until now, I have never. I mean, it's it's dangerous to hold your pee. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You can get very bad injury from doing that.
What's the man with the nose? No.
Copernicus.
Was it Copernicus? Who was it?
Famous person died from holding in their pee in history.
Yeah. Tycho Brahe.
Tycho Brahe.
I knew it was an astronomer.
He was killed by holding his own pee, which you
Danish
shouldn't do
as well.
But that can be a peril of our modern age. Imagine you've got like an important business meeting. You have to stand up in front of everyone, and you haven't been able to pee. You can't pee when you're out there. And then
why not?
Then the CEO comes over to you and he congratulates you, say, great speech, love it. And then you need to fart.
Oh my God.
And then you're holding your pee and you're holding a fart.
Oh my God.
And he's going on and on about,
You really need to burp. And you need to sneeze.
And he's just telling you about his table tennis tournament.
Yeah.
That he's arranging. And, would you like to get involved? He's His name's Daniel Ford.
You've got this weird sort of pressure in your knuckles. You really want to crack your knuckles as well, but you know that he hates that.
And the pressure is just immense.
Just your whole body is just like...
a quivering... and then you just erupt.
Yeah, spontaneous human combustion. That's what it is.
Just pissing.
Oh, God.
Farting.
Oh, God, that's even worse.
Just like an immense eruption.
Every colour of the rainbow.
Of
spurting.
Gusting and spurting, yeah. Spuming.
Your boss is there. Just his shocked. Wife. They're both holding a glass of wine, just unmoving, just covered in every body fluid.
You just popped.
You're not going to get that promotion. No. It's out the window. Along with like one of your kidneys, probably. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's just like a piñata.
And you just stood there naked.
Oh, the relief, though. Is everything all right, John? Yeah, I'm fine. Fine now.
Thanks. Oh.